Hey guys, how's it going? Okay, so the video I have for you guys today is about sad songs. Today's a gloomy kind of, it's not rainy, but it looks like it could start raining at any minute. It's real cold outside and it's fall, and so I felt like it was a good day to do a video about sad songs. So in this episode of Let's Talk Music, I'm gonna go over some of my favorite sad songs, why they're my favorite sad songs, and kind of just why sad songs are important to me in general. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you in a minute. So first off, sad songs. So sad songs, a lot of different people interpret sad songs a lot of different ways. And there's all kinds of different sad songs, and some people don't like them. Some people would rather just kind of deal with things as they come, and they don't want to make themselves sad by listening to sad songs. And I definitely understand that, and I respect it. But in my personal opinion and my personal experience, I love listening to sad songs, whether I'm sad already or whether it's kind of risking putting me in a sad mood, or whatever it might be. But I really enjoy it. I really enjoy listening to sad songs, and the number one reason why I like listening to sad songs, even though I'm not sad, is because of the emotion in sad songs. Whenever you're listening to sad songs, especially if it's a very well-written sad song, you don't feel it, or you don't really hear it and feel it just in your ears. You feel it in your heart. And I know that sounds really cheesy and corny and lame to say, but you do. If it's a real sad song, and if it touches a place where it hits home with you, you're going to feel it in your heart rather than in just, just in your ears like you might with any other song. So anyway, sad songs are really important to me. I'm going to go over probably 3 of my favorites that I really like, and I'm going to explain why I really like those and why they're important to me, specifically those ones. And so yeah, so my number 1 favorite sad song, easily. Well, it's actually a toss-up between 2, but they're by the same artist. So I'll touch on both of them, but I'm going to talk about one in particular. So my number 1 is Manhattan by Sarah Bareilles. I love this song. I think it is one of the most beautifully written songs I've ever heard. And I'll tell you about why in a second, because these 2 songs that are kind of tied, that are both by Sarah Bareilles, I love them for a lot of the same reason, and I think that they're great sad songs for a lot of the same reason. So number 2, or kind of runner-up for number 1, is going to be Between the Lines by Sarah Bareilles. So both of these songs, the reason why I love both of these songs so much is they bring you to a place where you feel like you've been in her shoes. You feel like you've been in the situation that she's been, and you feel like you leave the song going like, man, like, I feel like this song was written for me. I feel like she wrote this about a situation I've been in, or a way that I feel. And basically with Manhattan is the ultimate winner here in my favorite sad songs. But with Manhattan, you get this sense that you've been in her situation, and it just, the imagery she uses with describing Manhattan, it makes you picture this cold, cloudy, rainy day, maybe, the skyline, and you just feel the music. You just feel it, and it sounds lame, kind of cheesy and stuff like that, but you feel that song. You don't just listen to that song, you feel that song. And Between the Lines is really similar. I love Manhattan, number 1, probably for the imagery that she creates in it. But number two, reason I love that song is because of the feeling. The way she wrote that song with just her voice and piano and very little other kind of instruments or effects or anything like that. You just feel that song because of the vibe she sets with it. And I think that is incredible. I never get tired of I could listen to that song all day, every day on repeat and never get tired of it because of just how beautifully written it is. And then with like I said, with my runner-up, I like it for a lot of the same reasons, Between the Lines. A little bit less popular of a song from her. It's still great song. Same thing. I could listen to that over and over again and never get tired of it. And the reason I love that song so much is it takes you to a place that you've been maybe with somebody where you loved them and they loved you, or even just you liked them and wanted them, but and they liked you, or whatever it might be. But you know that it's not going to work out. You know that no matter what you do, it's going to end. They're not going to be the one. They're not going to be the person that you end up with. And that's one of those reasons I love Between the Lines, is because I think just about everybody's had a relationship like that, where they got into it, but they know that it's not going to work. But you want it to, but you know it's not going to. And so that's kind of a song that creates this feeling that, you know what, somebody's been there. And that's really special to me. So anyways, those are my two favorite Sarah Bareilles songs. Those kind of count as one. So that's my number one. So number two, this is a different type of song. Most of the time when people picture, sad songs, they kind of immediately go to like a breakup song, like a sad breakup song. And this isn't one of those. It's a different kind of love. This one is Ronan by Taylor Swift. And Ronan is an incredible song. It didn't spend very long on the charts like just about all Taylor Swift songs do, but it wasn't really meant to. So if anybody knows the story behind Ronan, I'm going to kind of give a little bit of a background on it, at least what I know about it, is this mom used to write a blog, and it was about her son who had been born, and I don't know when he was diagnosed. It might have been like when he was born, but I believe he had a terminal cancer, and he only lived to be 4 years old. He passed away at 4 from this terminal cancer. I don't remember all the details, but I know that's kind of the gist of it. And so, anyways, so Taylor Swift took notice of this blog that this mom was writing about her son and his battle with terminal cancer, and Taylor Swift decided to write a song from the mom's perspective, and all of the proceeds went to this family, this mom. And so this song for me, it hits home particularly hard because my dad passed away from cancer 8 years ago, and it's about this lady's son, and then it's about my dad and stuff. It's a totally different thing, but just knowing the reason of why this song was written and stuff, it really it makes it hit home for me personally. And I love that it's a different kind of sad song, because it's not just ooey gooey lovey-dovey breakup, whatever. It's a song about a mom who loves her son, even though, she knows he's not going to make it. And it's just, it's a terribly sad song. It's a terribly sad song. But that's what I love about it. It puts you in a way. I mean, everybody's dealt with somebody who's passed away or had or passed away from cancer, unfortunately. Everybody's been in that situation. I don't know a single person who hasn't had a relative or a friend or something who hasn't battled cancer. But it puts you in the place, that song takes you to a place where that mother had been. And I think that's so powerful. And the way that Taylor Swift does it, it's just I believe the only instrument she uses in that is just like a guitar and maybe some like very light drums, and her voice. And again, the simpler the better when it comes to sad songs. I think it makes more of an impact. But anyways, Ronan by Taylor Swift. If you haven't heard it, check it out. It's an amazing song. Amazing song. And, you know, as I said before, do a little research on why it was written, and you'll find out that, you know, the motive behind it. And it kind of makes you have a little bit of a different respect for, if you don't like Taylor Swift, it'll give you a different respect for her after writing that. Number 3 is, this is a tough one, because there's a lot, and I mean a lot, of sad songs that I love. And it is so hard to narrow it down to a third place. The other ones were easy for me, but this one is kind of tough to narrow it down. But I'm going to go ahead and say Comfortable by John Mayer. This is one of John Mayer's that's not super well known unless you really liked him early on. It's a really good song. I believe he does it acoustic almost all the time. I know he usually does it acoustic, but he might always do it acoustic. So just him and the guitar. And this song, I think, does a great job of, it's another one that puts you in the shoes of John Mayer. And it makes you feel like you've been in that situation that he has. And in a lot of cases, you have. I have. That song, there's so many things that he says in that song that I'm like, man, I've been there. And it's so sad. It's so sad, but it's such a well-written, beautiful song. And it doesn't have a lot of flashy, bang, you know, big drums, this, that, and the other. It's just him and his guitar just jamming. And it's another one that you feel in your heart. You feel, you know, like I said, it's like, man, I've been there. Or, man, I can see you being there, kind of thing. And it just hits home. It just hits home so much. So John Mayer, Comfortable. Top 3 favorite sad songs with an honorable mention. Number 1 would be Sarah Bareilles, Manhattan, easily. Number 2 would be Ronan by Taylor Swift. Had a mind blank. And then number 3 would be Comfortable by John Mayer. And then honorable mention would be Between the Lines by Sarah Bareilles. That one would be higher on the list, but I didn't want to do 2 Sarah Bareilles songs on my top 3, just kind of to mix it up a little bit. But anyways, guys, I really hope you liked this video. I was really excited to do this. Music is such a huge part of my life, and I think music is a great way to communicate emotion. There's not a whole lot that does better at communicating emotion than music does, in my personal opinion. And so it's extremely important to me, and sad songs are one of them, but I'll also do happy stuff. You know, there's happy songs that really hit home just as much as these sad ones do. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed this. If you have songs that really hit you in the heart, and it really just, whether it's a lovey, like breakup-y kind of song, or whether it's a song about, you know, family, like the Ronan, like with cancer and stuff like that. If you have something like that, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to know that I'm not crazy and like listen to sad songs all the time. I'm not the only one who does that, I hope. So yeah, please you know, I love to talk to you guys. I love hearing from you guys, and I love hearing y'all's thoughts. So please, you know, hit me up in the comments section below, and we'll have a little conversation about, you know, the kind of music that you like, and the kind of music that I like, and the kind of songs that, you know, sad songs that hit home and stuff like that. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a really nice evening, and I will see y'all soon.